For nearly 50 years, the Jaws shark at Universal Studios Hollywood has worked like a charm. But back in 1974, when Steven Spielberg was filming the original Jaws, things didn't go as smoothly. The mechanical shark was supposed to be the star of the movie, but there was one big problem. It didn't work. This forced Spielberg to get creative, changing movie history forever. Let's dive into the story of the shark that didn't work, and how it helped Jaws become one of the greatest films of all time. In the early 1970s, Universal Pictures put a young director named Steven Spielberg in charge of adapting Jaws, a novel by Peter Benchley. The story followed a monstrous great white shark terrorizing a small beach town. Spielberg knew that to make the film work, the audience had to believe the shark was real. So Universal hired a team of engineers to build a 25-foot mechanical shark, nicknamed Bruce after Spielberg's lawyer. And at first it worked fine in California, but things changed when the shark was shipped to the actual filming location in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Here's where the problem started. Bruce was built and tested in fresh water, but Jaws was being filmed in the Atlantic Ocean. Once the shark was lowered into salt water, things went terribly wrong. The mechanisms inside Bruce rusted, the pneumatics failed, and instead of a terrifying killing machine, Spielberg was left with a 25-foot waterlogged disaster. Days went by. The crew waited and waited, but Bruce wasn't coming to the rescue. Spielberg later joked that the villain of Jaws wasn't the shark, it was the mechanical shark itself. With a broken shark and a production schedule falling apart, Spielberg had to come up with a new way to create suspense. Instead of showing the shark, he relied on the audience's imagination. He used underwater point-of-view shots, shadows, and most famously, John Williams' terrifying musical score. Spielberg realized that not seeing the shark was scarier than showing it. The audience filled in the blanks with their fear. And when the shark finally appeared in the movie's climax, it was that much more shocking. Despite all the headaches Bruce caused during filming, Jaws became a massive success. It launched Spielberg's career, terrified millions, and gave birth to the summer blockbuster. But here's the real irony. The Jaws shark at Universal Studios Hollywood has worked just fine for decades. Since 1976, visitors on the Universal Studios tram tour have been treated to a working mechanical shark. No saltwater problems, no broken parts, just a perfectly timed attack every single day. Spielberg himself has joked that he's relieved this shark actually works. So what's the lesson here? Sometimes things don't go according to plan. Spielberg thought his movie was ruined when Bruce broke down, but in the end, it forced him to make Jaws even scarier. Today it's considered one of the greatest films ever made, all thanks to a mechanical shark that wouldn't cooperate. And while Bruce may have been a headache, Universal Studios is happy to say their Jaws is still going strong. Next time you visit Universal Studios Hollywood, remember, you're looking at the shark that works. And if you love learning about theme park history, movie making secrets, and behind the scenes stories, be sure to subscribe to Backlot Riders. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.